What is up, gamers? Yeah, you already know what it is. It's that time. And we're back here, again, with more Skyward Sword. And in this this part, I'm gonna try and start doing I'm going to try and focus more on trying to see if I can observe, game design while I play. Because while, talking about topics that I have prepared and all that is enjoyable, I don't have an infinite supply of them. And I need to train myself to do something that I can do always. Now, it will cause me to say obvious things. It will cause me to say, or rather, it would cause me also to repeat things. Like if I happen to stumble upon the same thing in another place or whatever. But I want to try to do this. Because it adds a little bit more to the gameplay collecting that I'm doing. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna try to do. One thing that I actually appreciate about this game is like the different intros to the different dungeons and all that. Even though it's the like same spin on the same thing all the time. So I do appreciate. I appreciate that. The Fire Sanctuary. Right. So this this temple's whole gimmick is the putting or rather how would you say it? You can't say drying up the lava. Like the crustifying thing where you put water on it. Cool it down. You have to cool down the lava. Right? And that was partially why, the temple had that thing going outside with the frogs and all that. It was mostly just to introduce you to the idea of water being used in the temple. Probably. Doesn't really matter if that was the intent or not. That's just how it ends up. That's usually just the effect. Not that it has much of an important effect. But, so yeah, now we have to figure out what do we do? We can't get past here, right? And this is like a classic example of holy shit, you actually can get stuff from these dudes. This is a classic example of trying to introduce a mechanic, because right, the thing with the frogs and all that is it's not the same mechanic. It has the same idea behind it of using water to do something, but it isn't the same mechanic. So you naturally have to introduce it and all that. And the best way to introduce something that you're going to be using for a while or something, like when you use something, is a safe way to introduce it, right? And then you might be like, well, there's lava here. You can die technically. So it's not really safe. But that's where you get it wrong. Because this is at the start of the dungeon with, a safe point. If you die, right, then you don't lose a lot of progress. You don't lose any progress for that matter. For that matter, rather, I should say. That's why the Super Mario Bros. 1-1 level is so good, despite the fact that the Goomba in the first level will always, kill you if you don't know how to jump. But that's what it means by safe, like a safe environment to figure out the mechanics. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that you're exempt from harm. It just means that if you fail, which it is expected that you will somehow, even though in this room if you fail with the amount of hearts you can get, whatever, then it's more about like how much mitigation can you do? And there you go. So then you figure out about that. So that's nice. And it dissolves. So again, I mean, I guess, you know what? Yeah, that might be... Yeah, that might be worthy of, like, this type of room. If it also has to dissolve. Because you don't want to make the player feel like what they experienced was cheap, you know. Do I have any? No. See, I could. But I'm not going to. That's for pussies. Fairies are for pussies. So we don't do that. Alright, and this is just gonna give us arrows. Whatever. You know what, I should probably have gotten some stamina potions. Shouldn't I? Right, and then we use that again. We don't have anywhere else to use this. So we're gonna continue on. Unless it continues all the way over there. It will. Right? That's, you know, an interesting little thing there. In that the initial, you know, assessment of the room could be made different by the you know, singular place that you, well, when you get over, you know, there, right, that then there is only this room to look over to when you even are there. So in the meantime, you know, afterwards you'll probably, maybe possibly, end up seeing like that the platform will continue onwards this way. And the reason why you will look this way, most probably, is because of, you know, the lava flow, right? The lava is a very vibrant color. It naturally leads the eyes this way. Like, even if there wasn't anything here, it would be easy to... It would be easy to, you know, have the eyes lit here. I'm just desperate for any use for this whip. I can't remember if it actually gets used. Whatever. Not enough. Alright, see, we got a small key, right? And then that, you know, leaves through that room. Oh. Gold? Ho ho ho. Oh, the auction at last. What? It always scared me like that. I thought you were one of the master crabs. Oh, hey, what's this? You got yourself a scraggy pair of digging magic stuff, John. Who are you anyway? What you doing here, pal? On a quest. I'm on a quest and I need to go. Oh, I get you. Huh? Me? No, I didn't ask. Oh, yeah, the name is Skull. I'm the big boss of the Maggots. No sticking match, you got it right there. I invented them. Haha. Ha! No offense, pal. But you don't look like the kind of guy I'd send in here on a treasure hunting mission. But what do I know? It might just surprise me. Seriously, dear, word in the tunnels is there's a huge treasure hidden in there. These here ruins. But nobody who's ever seen it has come back to tell the tale. Countless treasure hunters have disappeared in here. Poof, gone. As a treasure digger, I gotta warn you to turn around and enjoy the many peaceful years of digging left for you. But you're gonna do this no matter what I say, aren't you? Yeah, pretty much. I have a quest. I must go now, old man. Alright then, I'm gonna let you in on this ancient treasure hunting secret legend passed down, mythical legend, down the generations of the Maggots. Every magma worth a handful of dirt. Who knows this one? Here we go. You seek the entrance to the king's treasure. Look for the two statues and face one another. Okay, that's... Motherfucker. Show your bravery and jump into the mouth of the sleeping statue. Do this and the path will open before you. You remember? Say that again. Hold on a second. You sure that's on this? Ready? Alright, let's see here. He's gonna look for the two statues that face one another. Right? The two statues that face one another. Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm just, you know, gonna write that down. Face one another. Right, right. Come on, give me the other one. And jump into the mouth of the sleeping statue. I'm still gonna critique the later parts if I can, or whatever. I still will do that, you know, based on, you know, the visual cues and all that. But at the same time, I don't think giving hints like that is all that bad. Even though it's really not much of a, you know, riddle. Even. Alright. So I could continue, but actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back. And the reason I'm gonna go back is because I want to refill my my little credentials, my little resources, my resources. So I'll be back in a second. And I am back. Hopefully that was a decently smooth transition in backwards. Otherwise I'm going to cry. I am just going to cry. There's nothing to it. And also, I got my green stamina potions. You already know. You already know my green stamina potions. Alright, let's continue onwards. Through this room. Oh, wait! Wait! Wait. Uh-oh. Alright, let's see here. What is this? The Fire Sanctuary. Ooh. Ooh, spicy. Spicy meatball. Let's go back. Let's go back. That was that one. That was that one, you know, floor going on there. Alright, let's see here. What is going on up there? Oh, I see, I see. There is a little green thing going on up there. So we can use this, which always gets used, because it is a cool item. Let me guess. A fairy? What is this? I mean, I guess this is just like an additional room, right? It's simply put an additional room. Doesn't really matter, you know, that much, so I guess it's just like an additional thing. If you remember, you know, how to use the items and look around. Something, to be fair, like I think most levels should do more of. Like to keep reminding you of certain things. Like, for example, a massive positive would be if, again, if this level like uses this, I can't remember if it does. But if it does, you know, that would be at least nice. To like continually have, you know, all the things that you have be like rewarded for their use. As just like additional things. Shut up! I didn't miss. Listen. Listen, dog. It wasn't my fault. This is a very simple, like, corridor room, right? But I guess, like, this part right here, it, allows you to, just get an overview with the temple. I don't know, on, like, the level. So I guess you would more so call this, like, a transitory, or whatever. Like, part of the level. It's a very nothing level part of the level. So here we have like 2 rooms, right? And this one has dirt, which makes it slightly more unique and interesting, right? But that also works because, you know, this doesn't have much of anything. It has a chest, right? Although, one would have to think if it makes sense that this is, like, the side room, right? Because if you think about it, right, this would, this would, insinuate that, like, it's not supposed to be a thing. So you might think of that as, like, the side route or something. Again, well, I'm just trying to look for things to criticize. Because it's important to know why you love something. And see what it could do better. Right, this seems a lot more official. That's why, again, this drags the eyes. It's an anomaly right here. Like, with the way the texturing right here works. So naturally, your eyes just get fixated on whatever's the anomaly in the room. So let's see here. There's this room here. With something in the lava. Right. So let's go down and see what happens. And, okay. Oh. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. I can't believe this. Alright, then we get to push that up because that's the only thing there is to interact with in the room. Well, maybe that over there. But that's lava. I don't see what you would be doing that down there. Hold on a second, let me just see. I don't think there is anything over there. Nope, there isn't anything over there. There's nothing to interact with. So you wouldn't be interacting with it. Unless you're just that inclined to, you know, ignore that. Like rock down there. And not think of it as something that has use. A whole lot of arrows. No, I see. Do you think I could, Wait. Hold on a second. What if I, could I do this? Nope. And that's too far away. Alright, so we're just gonna continue on with the corridor. Right, it's very simplistic. There's not much to it. These guys both took the horns, so there aren't really much of a threat. I mean, I guess that's fair, although, I don't know about that. Okay. Wait, does this arrow, like, it doesn't. I just wanted to see if it would, Oh! That timer, like, on when it blinks, that is way too fast in this game. It's like it blinks and then you can blink and it's gone. It's just that fast. It just doesn't want to be there. Alright. Again, very simple room. But again, also like simplicity, like the problem with being overly simple is that there isn't really much, you know, in the way of thought going on from the player's perspective. Which is slightly less engagement than if, say, the game was centered around, you know, or rather, you know, if there was a decision to be made. Slightly less engagement. And then here is another randomly full hole. Wow. I wonder what could possibly happen with that. Looks like that will be the gimmick. Alright, and now we have a fight against a slightly better Lizardo. Oh, cool. Thanks. Hard fight. Hard fight. Slightly colored Lizardo, he was stronger. Come on now. Come on now. He was strong. Come on. No music? Okay, there's a chest over there. Right. This was just a fight hallway. In a way. So, again, there isn't much to it because it wasn't really a spin on more. Right. It's just, I don't know, I don't think that enemies was that great. It more seems like an upgrade to make sure that the Lizardo, like, remains, you know, not as easily beaten for the player at this point when they do double the damage. Hold on a second. This room is interesting. So we have this dude in the water, right? Does this do anything to him? Right, okay, that just gets rid of him in that way. Hold on a second, we gotta get rid of these doofuses. Right, there we go. The interesting part of this room, right, is the placement of the rubies, like just from the first thing I see. Because, like, that's the use of, you know, things like coins and all that. It generally has to do with, you know, again, one of those things where it's about dragging the attention of the player, right? That's what the coins and, you know, collectables, like small collectables like that, can be used for. Because, like, right, we have, like, 3 different things that it has, you know, attention, which is important because that one needs our attention as well. That place over there. Now, again, all of this is missable, but like that's the decent enough part, you know, of game design, is how many can you successfully make that a thing with. So now we have a use for this dude here, and we get to have a bomb. And naturally, that will just explode on impact with the rupees, but okay. Okay, I see. Okay. I guess that just works like that. Again, the rupees are there to drag your attention over to them. But what an interesting thing if they actually explode from that. That's silly. I don't think they should explode from that. That's just a little bit... Like, what if someone didn't pay enough attention to that over there? And the ruby exploded and... but you don't realize you have to do that. What about that? Well, if that happens, then it just happens. Right, and now we fixed the problem of the platform from the only water source in this ruin not moving, in that we've created a flow, right? But that's why, again, it was more, you know, important that, you know, the intention was, you know, driven to that thing there in the corner. Because it doesn't really seem like something you'd pay a lot of attention on. Because the flow isn't that quick, right? Like, I don't think I would fault someone for just walking into a room and just thinking whatever of it. I don't think I could. So, I think it's good and fine enough that it does this. Alright, because then we have this. Grr. The best they can eat my ass! Anyways. Oh, my nose! that stuff looks hot. Whoa, dude. That stuff looks hot. I wouldn't mind a little hot bath for my sore shoulders, but this is too much. Silver gunner. Hit me up with that new mix. Come on. What are we... Oh, what have we got here? Another new god? Ha! You can't break me with interrogation, son. You'll never make me talk. I'll run some sideshow for you to go at and get lost. Shoo now. Ha! How are you suspended from that? What are you connected by? That chain is inside of you, bro. Broski. Right, and then here we have another interesting little room. Oh, my nose. Sorry, the pollen's out to get me today. Because you see, we can't actually do anything with this. And if we touch this, we get hurt. And again, we can't really do anything about this, right? That dude really is suspended, like, with the chain inside of him. Chain jail! Right, so we don't have any, you know, way to do with this. And there, but, however, there is a chest there. And this, so we naturally get sent over here. And now we are trapped. However, this is an actually interesting part. And I actually have an interesting story about this specific room, right? Because this specific room was actually what inspired me to play the game, you know. Rather get the game to, you know, get the footage of it. Because this right here, it incentivizes you, you know, to use this because you don't have much else to. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna walk out? You're gonna get out of here? You're gonna employ speedrun tactics? What are you gonna do, pussy boy? Gonna employ speedrun tactics? No, you can't. You can't. You're gonna try, right? You're gonna try, but you're gonna fail, right? You wanna know why? You wanna know? Because you can't. You can't. Right? So what you do is, you start doing these things, right? And you have used this, right? And since you've used this, this is on your mind. And guess what? New application. New place you can use this. And also, not only is it a new application of a previous item, it is also a furthering of the theme that we already knew of. Right? It's a continuation of the theme of, you know, drying up the hot stuff. So that's just an interesting thing, right? Because I saw this room while I was watching Vinny Weissons play this game, right? And it kind of caught my eye, you know, also this room previously. And that's actually a majority of the reason that I'm playing this game. Because then I was like, that's when I had the thought, hold on a minute. I don't think Skyward Sword was as bad of a game as I remember it being. Oh, right, I wasn't supposed to use that. We weren't supposed to know that yet. You can just... The only thing we know about these is we can target them and that they are the plants that that we saw in the other rooms, right? That's the only knowledge we have so far. Like, let's forget that we did that thing we did beforehand. One. Nope. Alright, so then we can go on. Okay, that actually hurts you. Who knows, maybe you'll try and attack them. Like, physically because they hurt you. No. No, that would be silly. That would be silly. And here we have a new thing from back in the start of the dungeon. Yay! And hold on a second. Right, so a lot of them are here. They're all over the place in this room. The entire theme of this room is these goddamn plants. All over the place. And, more importantly, at ground level. So, you can go, you know, around. There are like two ways. I don't think either way naturally attracts attention more than the other. Although, maybe like the way these are set up, like so it like naturally comes into like a curve here. Maybe that could make it more likely for someone to be attracted to that than this, which has like a curve going like this, as opposed to this, which is more natural. Who knows? I'm just speculating, right? It sounds dumb to speculate like that, but it's something that's important to, you know, have in mind. Even though this still has that, you know, level of opening that would cause someone to go in through here first. I'm just speculating, dog. Come on. Don't be a little sore, man. Come on. Alright, let's see here. And here we have another chest. Hold on, slime. Hold on a second. I'm doing stuff here. I'm trying to get things. Now, I actually do have a slight criticism for this room, and that's that I think that honestly I don't think the slimes are the best choice for this room. I think an enemy that incentivized stabbing would have been better for this room, like to place all over, like something that can spawn from nowhere, but it's like, it's best when stabbing, right? Or it's like that's how you defeat it, because then you are more likely to just stab into the open air, right? Or like continually try to stab things, right? But yeah, that's just another thing. Even though like this right here, like this structure, it's true that it's here, right? But I still think that maybe perhaps this room would be better if the enemies themselves incentivize stabbing. You know, unlike the slimes which don't incentivize stabbing, they are the opposite of that. They incentivize slashing, and you can't just spin that into an argument of, well, if they're the opposite, then won't your brain, you know, go to the opposite thing, like the one thing you don't do in the place? No, I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I don't think that's a good qualifier, you know, for a good piece of game design. A good piece of game design, you know, teaches you, you know, lightly, you know, it teaches you softly, visually. It hints you with everything possibly. And right, even though that, you know, with enemies that also require, you know, this, also holy auto-targeting. You know, look at that. Look at that fruit. Look at that water fruit. Ooh. Even though that's, you know, that's the case, I think the, even though that it might seem like a little, you know, straightforward, I would, yeah, straightforward, that's the word I'm looking for. Even though it would seem very straightforward to use enemies that require stabbing in this room, I still think it's better than, you know, slimes that incentivize the other thing. Right. I think that's a better thing to do. And then there's, of course, you know, but you have to slash to throw that. I don't know. I think at that point, that's an example of being okay with allowing the player to, you know, just, you know, test around. Also, you can just do that still, so that doesn't really matter. That is that argument goes into the dog water immediately. Holy shit. Oh. Oh my good holy range. And another save point. Okay, I mean, I guess we could use, I guess, fine. Whatever, dude. Alright. Now we're back in the room that we saw earlier. Which I didn't really take a whole lot of, I didn't take a whole lot of time to, you know, have the attention on it. But now we're in this room, we're locked in here, and we were introduced to these enemies beforehand. But they were only a hazard. Now we're forced to deal with this room. this puzzle. And that means we have to do things. Now, since we just learned about the whole plant thing, and since there is, first of all, boss music and we are locked in this room, we only really have one choice, to take another one. That's from the room we had beforehand. And since the entire thing has been about, you know, it has been about, you know, drying things up, or like, you know, turning, like cooling off the lava, right? It like continues to be a factor in this. Again, it's like, this dungeon is nice because it manages to utilize the themes that it has in its dungeon, like with the way you solve the dungeon and all that. And not only that, but it also manages to do multiple like new things. It has the introduction of you know, the water plants, like just with shooting them, and utilizing the platforms they have. Then there is the water plants, the water toads as like a thing of quenching thirst factor, and then there's, you know, the new application of the gust blower. What's this called again? Gust bellows, right? This little item. And that's a very interesting part, right? Because not a whole lot, like, it feels like not a whole lot of games nowadays do that. Oh, what is this? An unreachable little thing. Oh, could it be that it's this item that needs to be used? Right. Like, again, I'm not really a fan of necessarily using items as simple key-like purposes, but it does its purpose. It makes you engage with the game differently. That dude is bouncing on that tail. How does that even work? Oi! Oh yeah, I'm safe, dude. I don't know who you are or where you came from, but I owe you big time. Are you here looking for treasure too? Yeah, dog. You were totally caught up in that too, pal. I can see it on your face. You're because of the legend of the sleeping statue, right? But those are some busted old digging mitts. You can't go around using those for treasure hunting. I got it. As thanks, I'm gonna give you a replacement for a pair from my secret stash. Don't go anywhere now. Gotcha? Hold on a minute. It'll be just a minute. It's my secret stash. I hid it in this dungeon, you see. All yours. Been in a buried treasure chest, so they ain't dirty or anything. Now, these ain't the kind of thing that you can easily get your hands on just anywhere. So, take a look at them. Right, then I'm out of here. So long. Right. And now we get the new application of the digging claws that we had. The magma mitts. Yay! Yup, they also let you burrow with your way underground. And this is gonna be an interesting little thing to talk about, right? Because I want to talk about, like, what makes a poor gimmick. Right. Okay, so they have this room here where they just show us the other room, right? I guess just to give us perspective or whatever. Right, but okay, so why does this work as a gimmick? Like, even though I would say the problem with gimmicks is that the... Wait, how do I attack? Oh, you thrust. I see. That's you know what? That's a fine way of doing it. Right. So why does all of this work, right, as a gimmick? Even though, like, the negative part of gimmicks is that they aren't. Hold on a second. Hey, pal. How are those mitts treating you? If you want to get a good look around above ground by pressing CL, gotta press CL above, see above ground. Don't you start forgetting about, okay, they just give you a tip like that. Because that's a new mechanic, right? Where you get to see the above ground. That's a lot more better, like, than if you just were to make, you know, mini houses or whatever. And then just translate that into, I guess that's good enough. Right. This teaches you that you can, like, hit those, you know, from the rock blocks that we had earlier. It teaches you that you can, you know, hit those around, so that's cool. Interesting even. Right, and you have to learn how to hit and move for this. And that you can hit the bombs, right? Otherwise you can't proceed. But then, okay, so why does this work as a gimmick, right? Because the problem with gimmicks is that they don't... Like, a bigger problem is that they don't work further on the mechanics in place, right? They don't do more with them. That's, you know, the problem with them. And that's also technically the same for this. It doesn't do any sort of new, you know, implication with the same thing. But what I would argue, if I go back here, right, is that it's about what's intuitive controls, right? Because if we go back out, we move, you know, with the left stick, and that's always gonna be, you know, a consistent thing, even when doing this, right? And when you then have movement over this, it's still the control stick, right? And then it's like, all of that is, you know, obvious stuff and all that. But it makes sense. Now, naturally, it doesn't necessarily make sense that this speeds up, like holding CR. But then again, you can also argue that that's just the item use going on there. Although I would certainly rather want something like that to be consistent with running, for example. Which it is, like, in the digging claw thing. Right. It also attack is, like, consistent for the place that the attack is. Wait, where is that? Oh, this is a different place. Okay, hold on a second. Let's get out of here. But yeah, it's definitely something that's interesting to know. Think about is how mechanics, you know, start getting, you know, different, or like how does a gimmick work differently depending on, you know, or whether, you know, if a gimmick is good depending on if it's consistent, like, right? This is still, like, again, you don't get taught that you can run down here, right? But it's such a consistent thing, you know, in the game that, for the most part, that running will, you know, drain your stamina. And also make you go fast, I guess. Which is, like, a point where you can, you know, argue that it's okay for the beetle to, you know, speed up with the upgrade, with the CR. While you're just, you know, moving about. And you don't have any, you know, bombs or anything like that. Like, that makes sense. That in a way does make sense. So that's something to at least think about. Now, this is another transitory room with enemies that think they're smart. Oh, and an ambush from the other side. Now, this enemy ambushed us, which means that we naturally look over here. Or if we, you know, continued or whatever, then naturally we could also possibly look back, but I don't think that's necessarily the case, right? But like, this is an interesting, like, thing, right? Because this room, like, naturally when you look over here, right, you wouldn't naturally look here, because it looks the fucking same when you look out. Like, both sides look the same. But with an enemy there to ambush you, and with the fact that they're loud, those dudes are loud, then naturally you will also get to know that this is a thing, right? Because you're gonna naturally be curious about where the demon was. So now you have a shortcut back. Not that you're gonna need it. The Zelda game is really good used with some Dark Souls-ish level design. Anything could use with some Dark Souls level design, honestly. Metroid-ish level design, more like. Although then again, I guess that's more like Zelda-like level design. You guys are terrible shooters. Alright, this is more doable. Right. And then naturally over there. I guess that's to get back normally. But what about down here? Let's just take a look. Because I can't... I'm curious about what happens if you go down here. Like at all. There are bombs here. And no real way of getting back up, you know, outside of the grapple hook. Hold on a sec. Alright, it's just one of these. Interesting. Right, there's bombs here, which is naturally curious-inducing. Even though it doesn't seem to have much of a use. I guess it's like a bomb supply thing. Or maybe to drag attention to the potential down there. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, one second, let me just see. Interesting. Again, I guess that place doesn't serve much other use than to let the player restock on bombs, even though I haven't been able to use bombs yet. So I don't really know how that works, you know, how that functions. Now we got another dude here. Wow! Bonzi!
Oh yeah, you come along at the right time. You come at the right time, pal. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but what I need right now is for you to get my arm budget off this thing. I'm in a hurry. I'm not asking you to do it for nothing. No, that people here, I'll tell you this, that beginning thing you get the secret about the truth. It's a secret about radio, okay?
There he is. Bronzy body. So, bronze, silver, and gold. Bronzy. Bronzy, please! Alright, so we obviously gotta go through there. And there is a digging spot, and not a whole lot else to do. So I guess we're just gonna dig. We're gonna dig! Right. Oh, this is a bigger room. Very nice. So naturally, we're just, you know, gonna have to navigate through these. There isn't really much else to that, it's just we're gonna have to navigate through these. And press some buttons to see what happens. Right, and with that, I think, is that the outside? No, it is not, actually. Hold on a second, what is going on here? What is the point of, you know, these ones being like this? Right, that opens that, and that opens the other. Let's get out of here. Let's just see what happened there. Right, okay, we have to open both of them so we can do this. Wait, was that room always open? It probably was. God damn it. whatever. I don't think there was much in there other than, you know, additional things to get. So anyways, now we got this. Boop. And now we can continue on with the puzzle. Right, that was a very straightforward puzzle. It's just get the thing. Get the thing. That was a very fetch-like puzzle, right? But I guess... I don't know, you could argue that was for making sure you get used to the idea of you know, pushing the buttons. But however, I have a few issues with that.
Oh yeah, there's this sweet, sweet flavor of freedom, boss. Us. And thanks for taking the trouble for me, Miss Sucker. You really think I would do most for secretly for my treasure? My mommy didn't raise no bets. He has been too long finished anymore. Those guys are my brother's secret collections. Yeah, that's with my brother or something. Yeah, I own them. Wait, that's something I want to go, yo. I'm just gonna get that way here.
Alright, what do you got for me, Bunsy buddy?
He'll take this. This here is so super secret. It's all that is supposed to get the hooks of the time. Hooks of the sweet hook. I don't wait. You are the times. You didn't before this. Those are going for anything first. You will run around here. There is a hidden tomb. The wizards don't tell anyone that was your guy. It'll just be our little secret.
Okay, it's a secret.
Alright then. Go ahead, open up. Have a little can I deal. Do not let us find out. Oh.
Whoa, dude. Hey, we meet again. Sorry, but I kinda happened to overhear that conversation. It seems one of my guys was giving you a hard time. Sorry about that. But the stuff he was saying was all true. There's a breeze coming from somewhere in this room. I'll tell you, I can smell it. I figured the information in that chest will be useful to you. Oh, it's just the map, right? It's gonna be a map. Right, you can't just say secret room and then just tell me to give a map. You got the dungeon map! Yay, now we can see the secret room. And this room has a fake wall somewhere. And on the other side of that wall, there's another room. Also, I hear the grass is green on the other side. The ground underneath us is full of monsters, so we don't go tunneling down too much down there. But, you know, if you're feeling adventurous, there just might be a hidden room. Right, so now we got that finished with. And I'm gonna take a swig of something, so, and also take a slight break. And I'm back. Link, don't look at me. I didn't do anything. Oh, why is that? I don't even know why that is digged up. Why is that dug up? I don't understand. Whatever. We move. Sorry for the half burp. The half burby. Oh wait. Wait, that's right. We have to do something about. Maybe, perhaps. Ah, I see. That's why there were the bombs right outside. Like, in case you need them for this, right? And we've done this before, actually. Remember, this is an interesting point. This is an interesting, you know, reuse of the fact that, you know, we're in the same place as, you know, the that we're in Eldin Volcano, right? The you know, the volcano area. Because if you remember, in the Earth Temple, we also had the same, you know, gimmick going on here, where you check the map for stuff and then you figure out that there are secret rooms, in fact. Now, in that temple, there were cracks in the walls to, you know, tell you that yes, you can in fact bomb that, and also the bomb flower was like a big pivotal, you know, item in that area. So it's interesting how that works. And also now we got a new interesting thing going on, because now there isn't so much a puzzle as much as it's gonna try and test us for something else. It's gonna try and test us for this. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on a minute. Oh, we almost had it wrong there. Oh. Hold on, we'll see what he does. Okay, he's gonna go over there. There we go. Right. Now we got our only, I think, enemy down here. Which is that enemy. Right. And I have something to say about those, but I forgot to talk about it. Right, because it's the thing about, you know, vibrant colors and all that. It's why art design is like an objective thing. Haha, dumbass. You thought I didn't wanna... You thought I wasn't gonna talk about objectivity in this part? Nah! It's always relevant, baby! Yep, we're back. We're back in business. But I mean, I guess that's, you know, relevant for this little part here. Is that, you know, that's the interesting, you know, game design point one could say or think about when it comes to the you know, colors and all that. But hold on a second. Hold that thought, because now that we've in that tiny room over here with the secret, we now got a key, which means we can finally go back here. Ooh. I am literally not sorry for the burping. Anyways. Right. The thing about vibrant colors is that they can be very ugly. Right? They can look like absolute shit. Right? But that's more so in bigger quantities and all that. Right? Because there isn't any synergy. The synergy doesn't work. Like, again, it's always about, you know, the context. The context is so important, right? Like, that's why it's why, like, under... I believe, like, I've heard it a lot, being talked about a lot with art design and all that, is that there are some spheres where it's like, no, these two colors, they're not good together, and all that. And then they're like, but sometimes they just kinda are. And then they don't really, you know, think about it all too much, so they go like, I mean, I guess, you know, it's just all about subjectivity, dog. And I'm like, still, nah, it ain't. And why? Why do I know that? Why do I know that? It's because it's all about that context, baby! That's what all design is. It's always about context. Right, so those are over there, right? And we need a new water flow. And those are already not going, so naturally we have to expect that up, expect that up there. Oh, what are you going? Right. And the interesting thing about you know, game design and its relationship to art design. Hold on a second. I am literally so fucking bad. I am literally fucking garbage. Anyways. The thing about, you know, art design, right? And in video games is that they're all... Since video games and video game design is like already so, you know, entwined with... you know, trying to lead the player certain places. Video game design is like all things, because it's such a, you know, combination of you know, all the qualities and all that could be in a media product. It's why it's the almost ultimate product. If it wasn't for the fact that we can't really use that all that much that way. Oh, we got this little bozo in here. Platinum. Plats. Ah, so busy, so busy. Burning the midnight oil again, looking for loot. Right. So now we gotta hunt this fool. We gotta trap him. We gotta trap this dude. Ah! A green monster! Ah! I can't believe the flamingos are down here. No. Guess I can have some fun with him for now, though. Gonna mark my turf now, friend. You may be scary, but as long as as the way out of me is clear, you'll never catch me. Uh-oh. Oh? Hmm. Oh. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Right, we gotta get him down, you know. In the corner down there, I think. All right, we can just go around here, right? Because this is not gonna lead us to anything. Right. So now we can go around. Oh, okay. See, now that he's done that, right? We now know that we can't actually continue doing that. So now the natural conclusion to that becomes going around down here. Right. Hold on a second. I still, don't worry. I still remember the discussion about art. Oh, right. If he so much as notices it. Right. And I see. Interesting little thing going on here. Are we just interesting how Link can't turn, you know, in this environment. But he can in the other. Interesting. Interesting little thing going on here. As long as the way is free. And he's gonna stay there. So if he can't, if he always moves, you know, from us being within his vicinity, right? And he, do you have to get over here quickly or something? Like that? Perhaps. This is a longer part dungeon, all that. And he's just immune to bombs, I see. Interesting. I think the only option right here is to actually get out. More than anything. And like wait until we have another solution. I think that's the more bigger part of this. Is that it's more about the solution that we don't have. Right. Hold on a minute. What about this here? Right, that's just a normal thing. And... ah, right, that's why we need the, that's why we need this gate to open. So actually we do have to go in here. Okay. Hold on a minute. Do we have to sneak up on him? Or something like that? What do you think? Ah! You again! Doesn't matter how many times you try to catch me, you're always shaking up empty-handed. Hold on a second, let's see here. Maybe it's as simple as just proceeding onwards. What the fuck? The fuck? What in the 9,000 realms? What in the... Oh, I have to stretch. What the actual... No, you can't be gone, then you must boil me, bake me, do your worst. Ah, I know those gloves.
He knows my brother's secret collection.
That's right, I ate him.
What? You know my brother? No, I ate him. Ah, you're all green. I thought you were a monster. Hey, don't get all angry. I thought you were one of them. Sorry, guy. Let me give you something good to make up for it. Hang on there a second. My voice will always be weird. It will always change. Here you go. You know, some monster seems to be looking for something on those cliffs ahead of us. You're heading that way too, guy. You take care out there. Don't want to see you get skewered or nothing. Me, I'm heading back to the boss's place. I'll open the door for you while I'm at it. See ya.
I don't think I solved that puzzle the way it was intended. I don't think that was the case. Cool, dog. Cool. Cool. So anyways. So anyways, about that, you know, visual game design. Right. Again, because of, you know, the way game design is and level design, it naturally makes sense. Oh no. Well, I guess he wasn't charging at me. It naturally makes sense that the game design has to be centered around, you know, trying to drag the attention of the player. And that's where the very, you know, vibrant colors come in. The accents, if you will. Like, not in the vocal, like, terms, like in the visual, like, terms, like the smaller things. And that's why, you know, things like the eyes in Legend of Zelda, why they work best when they are obscenely visual in, like, difference. Like, they're just very different. Alright, now this is showing us that we can sprint. Like, this is the biggest hint so far that we can actually sprint. Oh! And then we see that. And now we know. Okay. Oh, and then they stop us. I don't know why. Did you know lava can go really fast? This lava is pretty slow roll when you consider. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's bait. That shit up there, that's bait. That's bait. That's just bait. Damn, imagine getting boiled alive like that because of lava. Because of the magma. 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 Imagine doing that because of the magma. Right. So, the vibrancy, you know, of the eyes and all that, and the weak points like used in Zelda and all that, they make sense because they're so vibrant, right? Like, you can just tell that it's supposed to be a weak point or something because it's just very different compared to everything else. And it's very open, usually. That's the other part, it's like the form as well. Not just the colors. The form is very usually open. Alright, and this is probably where the bridge of decision. Choose the path you believe in. Move forward bravely. Right. I don't know why, but my my muscles in my left arm is hurting pretty badly. It's feeling pretty sore, even though I haven't done shit today. So much for not trying to curse. Am I right, gamers? Alright, let's see here. Wait, what is that? I think... yup. I think this has to do with yup. I mean, you can just look at it like that. I guess if you really wanted to, I mean, you could just look at it like that. Hold on a second. Let's check up here. Right. Oh, still have some. Let's just check around, because there isn't a whole lot going on here. This motherfucker. Finishing touch! Finishing blow! The one you trust the most. Right, and then that's where the quote of... That's where the quote of, you know, from earlier, the two statues that face one another jump into the mouth of a sleeping statue. Right, this is the one, right? But like, I wonder, is there any other way to tell? Right. Does that reveal something? Nope, it does not. It's just you have to do a leap of faith. But it also requires that you remember like the dialogue from way at the start of the dungeon. Which is... I don't know how I feel about that, right? What about if we did this right? What about that? Ooh. And then we just slide in. Okay. Magicalus. Wow. So beautiful. I don't know how I feel about that. That's one of... I think this is a little bit more of a weaker part of the dungeon. Not, you know, necessarily that, you know, a weak riddle like that is necessarily bad. It's that it's so far away. It's so far disconnected from, you know, the thing here. That I would not, you know, doubt that people wouldn't, you know, not remember it. I don't doubt that people wouldn't, you know, would remember, you know, stunt remember it. Alright, let's see here. It's these two. This is the upgraded salvos that are just simply damn you! Ooh, I see now. That's what's different about them. They're curse-like. But the problem with curse, right, as a status effect is that it stops you from, you know, doing actions and all that. But because the enemies are already so easy to dodge, I don't think it does a whole lot. Like, let me get touched by that real quick, right? Like, what's the point of taking away, you know, your ability to hurt if they aren't, you know, gonna do much of anything? Right? They're not gonna do much. Like, how are they gonna hit you? Right? You can just back off. And the reason why this sucks, right, is because it essentially forces you to not engage, right? And the thing is, ooh, they also parry. Okay, that's cool. That's cooler. That is more like, okay, it's not as cool because you can actually dodge, right? I think it should have been you can't dodge at all if you fuck that up. That enemy has some cool ideas, but it doesn't work, right? Especially like the curse thing, right? Because it's not that being asked to run away from enemies and all that is a bad game design, right? If you say that, you're immediately like an armchair game designer, right? I say right. I say right a lot. Right. But the curse thing does mean that if the enemy isn't aggressive enough and you don't have good evasive maneuvers enough, you aren't forced to engage with the way in any new way. You know, the game in any way, new way. Like, something like curses and all that That should be objective. Survive. With a massive, you know, massive exclamation mark. Going like, objective. Survive. Right, it should be like that. I think that would work way better. Another one of these, okay. Because then it's more exciting, you know, when it happens, and it also becomes more threatening. Because as it is, you know, in the way that it's done in this game, like the curse thing, it's just annoying. Right. It is just annoying. It isn't threatening or anything like that, it's just annoying. Which is a bit of a shame. A shame. What a shame. Please hit. Please just hit. I'm so sick and tired of these not hitting. Thank you. Come on, come on. Hold on. This will hit. Sniper. Elite. Interesting how, you know, the slingshot upgrades to like a scatter-like thing, right? Wouldn't it have been interesting if you could get an upgrade to the siege you can carry and, you know, make it more Usopp style, you know? Make it explosives. Honestly, I think that would have been one of the better ways of handling like the bomb arrows, quote unquote, in Twilight Princess, because that game has a severe issue of the slingshot becoming irrelevant, which I also guess this game has because it keeps giving ammo for arrows, even though, you know, the slingshot is right there. And the Dagger Seed seems like something you would find a lot more of, so I don't know, dude. Maybe. Or maybe like with the scattering thing, like maybe giving like, I wouldn't necessarily say bullets, but like something that does actual damage, so it becomes like a shotgun. Like a family-friendly shotgun. A family-friendly fantasy shotgun. The family-friendly shotgun. The scatter shot. Right, wouldn't that be interesting? And now we got this room. This interesting room. I think that would be a lot more interesting, you know, just as a gimmick. So then you have, you know, these two projectiles and all that. One is more inaccurate and more for close range. Although then again, like for mid-range, I would rather say, while the other one, the arrow is for longer ranges. That would maybe be a thing. Alright, so now we got this. And the obvious thing here is to do it in a matter of the correct amount of wings. Right. So we have to do it in the correct amount of wingsies. However, will we be forced to do... Nope, we will not be forced to do the wrong thing. And see, there's a mega centipede, right? Look at that. Like, obviously the eyes are like vibrantly colored as well, but they're also made with massive mandibles, so it doesn't make logical sense to like try and attack it there. But the massive bulbous, vibrantly golden back parts that's pulsating, that looks weak. And it also, you know, drags your attention because it's so, you know, vibrant. Now, when these spikes obviously go, we are obviously forced to fight these goons, this goon. To get out of here. So in case we made it past the other one, now we're forced to fight in the gladiator pit. Gladiators assemble. Uh-oh, now it's time. Let's see, what route is gonna take? We're gonna have to figure this out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, hold on a second. We need to... Okay. Hold on a second. We have to see what it does. Right. We can't just simply... We can't just simply, you know, act without, you know, caution. What is it gonna do? Right, we are gonna have to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, that was a little bit of a bad position. Okay, what are you gonna do, bozo? And there you go. Easy. Gone. Easy. And just like that, we did it. Easy. Easy mini-boss. Although, you know, again with the gimmick thing, it also depends on if the gimmicks will be used differently from now on. Because that's again with the problem with gimmicks, right? Is that you can't develop on them too much. Which means you can't really, you know, figure out the true extent of their design, right? Like, what extent could you possibly go to with doing it? Is this just gonna say, bring light to each statue and it calls what the number of wings each possess? Okay, it just tells you, from least to most. That's not even a riddle, that's just straight up the information. Which you could just use yourself, you could just figure that out yourself. I think that's, you know, that's one of the more, you know, baby levels of, you probably already know. My dog just looked at me like he's disappointed in me. Why? What did I even do? What did I do wrong? What an interesting little thing going on there. Alright. So it's time to duel the bows of this this little thing. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, wait. We need to, wait. We have to, no, wait. I'm trying to figure out how to, oh my god. Oh, I was saying that we just, Oh. There we go. Easy. So let's see what's gonna go in here. What's gonna go down? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen in here? In the sacred domain, in the sanctuary. Let's get it. Oh. It's him.
Oh, hello there, Link. I see you're still among the living. Fancy meeting you here. We seem to bump into each other time and time again. Oh, it's no coincidence, though, is it? You and I were bound by a thread of fate.
Look at these soul drawings. Until I found these, I was upset about the little stunt that the goddess's guard dog pulled at the Gate of Time. What was that twig's name again? Impa? Well, never mind that. because these drawings suggest the existence of a second gate of time. This news has just filled my heart with rainbows. Oh, lovely. I've been a busy boy, searching there and here, everywhere, for another gate of time. And yet, I couldn't even find a single clue. Since I know I can be honest with you, I'll admit I got a little sulky. It was a frowns all around. The thought of never getting my hands on the darling young girl again was, well, more than I could bear. But then I found this place. The prospect of a second gate of time has made me positively giggly. That girl, your adorable friend, she will be instrumental in bringing about the revival of my master. And though I feared she was now quite beyond my reach, I despair no longer. But before we talk any further on that subject, there's still outstanding matter of your punishment, Link. Do you remember when I told you that next time we meet, I'd make your ears bleed from the sound of your own screams? Well, I've been thinking, perhaps corporal punishment is a touch too harsh. I might be willing to forgive and forget if you strike a deal. All I ask you is that you tell me where I can find the other gate of time. That's not too much to ask for, now is it? Oh, and don't you play coy with me, I know that you know. So why not let me in on the fun? Such behavior. A mischievous boy like you need to be dealt with firmly. I must warn you, I won't go easy on you this time. Lovely, aren't they? You'll find the supple skin of my arms tougher than any armor. Doesn't their shape just leave you breathless? It's the same shape as your normal arm, dumbass. Behold, such beauty, such pure form, such an exquisite feature, such stunning features. Yes, I pretty much got it all. There's one teensy tiny thing I lack. Namely, mercy. Come to me, Link. You and I, we are bound by that thread of fate, destined to fight. So come close, Link. Meet me in battle, and the thread of fate that binds us will be soaked crimson with your blood. What was that? I didn't hear you. Over the sound of your incoming screams. Dumbass! I'm gonna fight! Alright, so now this is round 2 of Lord Ghirahim. Ghirahim. Oh. Ooh. This dude. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, sorry, my mashing's too nice. Oh. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Yup. The trick is a lot easier with the stick, honestly. Oh, he's going dual sword mode. Ooh! Hold on. What's that in the background? Ooh. Oh yes, the spin attack incentivization. Oh! Low key. Low key though. I was personally a slight wonder of Ghirahim in Smash, low key. But that's like a very low key like thing. Or it's like, it would be cool. I think he's a pretty cool like Zelda like character, you know. Because we don't have a lot of characters in Smash. The Zelda representation in Smash is fucking garbage. Oh. Oh. Yup, the spin attack rules. Whoop. Uh-oh. There we go. You can't stop this. Ooh. Uh-oh. Ooh, he has super armor. Oh, shit. Well, who are you trying to hit, dude? Who are you trying to hit?
Enough of this foolishness. I am Ghirahim, Demon Lord. It shouldn't matter how powerful your sword is. You're still nothing. Not just a human child. And yet you prevail. You filthy scamp. You'll awaken the wrath that will burn for eons, I swear to you. Whatever it takes, I will drag you into an eternity of torment.
Bye, loser. Johns. Stupid. And that was round 2 of Ghirahimos. Ghirahimamos. The heart container! Yatta! No, I don't think I will end this episode with this dungeon. No, actually I should. I should end the dungeon with this. Oh! Excuse me, I'm not sorry. I am literally not sorry. In fact, fuck you. In fact, you should... I gotta stop. I'm gonna stop. Oh, red flame! Spicy flame. The spiciest of flames. Red flames aren't used a whole lot, right? Either they're used as the default flame or they're not used at all. But I like red flames. Like holy red flames. Not just orange flames. They're cool, okay? It just feels hotter. Even though blue is technically the hotter flame. Ooh. Ooh. Yup. Enhance that sword. Yup. Yup, let's see it. Come on. Let's see that enhancement. Bing! Ooh, now it's starting to look nice. The flames of Din have imbued your blade with a sacred white light that demons revile. It now has the sacred white light that demons revile. Cool. Now we got the anti-demon sword. Okay, Link. Now you did a little jump there. And is that uno, dos, tres? Oh, I can't believe it. Yup.
Master, now that it has been tempered by the last of the sacred flames, your blade has finally revealed its true form. You now hold the Master Sword.
That ain't the true form yet. Stupid.
With this sword, great power, you can awaken the Gate of Time within the Steel Temple. I recommend you make your way to this location.
So yes, that was the end of this part. And yep, that's simply gonna do it for today. It's just gonna do it for today. So I'll be seeing you in the next part after this break. Yes, I gotta enter outro now. Yes, deal with it. And this is gonna get continued? No.